Welcome to this look at some cracking new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Tuesday the 30th of August. We've got 25 new mods. Buckle in, people, this is going to be quite a ride. We've got updates, the Case IH 7150 Rice version by Holtz FS, the map Hillaby Creek by Gamer Designs, that one says it needs a new save game. Osada by Rajo G Play, that doesn't say whether it does or not. The Mandako 5-plex roller by Mandako. The Lizard Harrows by Pushcap, the Multi-Fruit Container and IT Runner Pack by Rowdy Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir, the MDMS 1 by Michael LS, the Cowshed 42 by 22 by Peisel, and the Chocolate Muesli Factory by LSMT Stefan have all had updates. We're going to start in front of me with the Water Distributor. This is by D3R Low, I think it is. 0.45 megabytes download, 2 slots on console, costs 5,000 to buy and place, and it's got a 500,000 litre capacity. So the point behind this, if you look under production chains, is where you'll find it, I think under factories. Yeah, on the end there, 5,000 for the water distributor. So you fill it up yourself. You can put water in, you can take water out, that's up to you. But if you go over to here and click on that, the very top one, we've got production. Water, I've only put 135,000 litres in there, but it will take 500,000. If I set that to distributing, that one tank of 500,000 litres will distribute water to anything on your map that requires water. So if your greenhouses need it, whatever it is that needs water, that will do it. So you haven't got to go around to all the various different locations. You can just fill that up and set that to distribute to wherever it needs to go. Brilliant idea. The Water Distributor by D3RLO. Next we've got this, the Fieldwork Fill Station. This is by GMNGjoy, GMNGjoy. 2.19 megabytes download, 3 slots each on console, and 15 grand to buy. I say that because you'll find these under container. This is interesting. The first one, Fieldwork Fill Station. This one is you buy your products from it. You get a 25% discount for buying bulk. You can buy seed, fertilizer, lime, liquid fertilizer, herbicide and silage additive. The one next to it, however, is free Fieldwork Fill Station. All those same things, but it doesn't cost you a penny. Nothing at all. Completely free. So let's test it out, shall we? If you're setting up maps or, I don't know, whatever reason you might want to have the free one, if you get the other one, it's 25% off, so it's a discount, but you don't get much more of a discount. Then let's go with seeds, shall we? When I finish, it should say top right. Obviously, my money's not going down. I said that before. I've made a bit of a mistake, but let's stop there. Nothing. I haven't been charged anything. So there you go, you can either have a 25% discount or free. Awesome, I'm going to need those seeds in a little while. Let's move that out of the way. So that's the Fieldwork Fill Station by GMNGjoy. Next we've got this, the Meridian Liquid Silo. It's by Marcus LS Modding Team. 0.22 megabytes download. There are 2 in this pack. The first one is 46,500 to buy with a 600,000 litre capacity. The next one is a silo extension. That one is 40,000 to buy with a 500,000 litre capacity. These will store, I think, any liquids. I'm pretty sure it says any of your liquids. Let's double check, shall we? Water, milk, herbicide, liquid fertilizer. Silo can be extended as desired using an extension. There are 3 slots each for the first one. If we go to, I think it's container the first one's under. There we go, that one there, liquid silo, 600,000 litre capacity, and you put it in. Now the extension, sorry, should have come off there. If we go to silo extension, out there, 40,000 to buy for 500,000 litres. The silo extension doesn't have any way of putting in or taking out, it's the main one that does. Once you've got the main one, you can surround it with these if you want to, or say surround it. Taking out is done there. There's not a putting in icon, but the trigger is quite close. There is a trigger just here. At the moment I've got 52,000 litres of water in there, but that combines 1.1 million litres of capacity. So yeah, pretty handy. Meridian Liquid Silo by Marcus LS Modding Team. Next we've got the old small weighing station. This by Kobe. 7.43 megabytes download, 17 slots on console, 10,500 to buy. I don't know if the door, I don't think the door, oh it does. You can go inside. There you go, a few bits and bobs stored in there, little laptops so you can play Farming Simulator while you're waiting to do stuff. This is under build mode and tools. There we go, 10,500. So if you're looking for a way station, this may be the one you're looking for. Next we've got this. This is the extended oil plant. This is pretty cool actually. 4.47 megabytes download, 13 slots on console for the main building. And then we've got a sell point, which I've just placed just over there. This is by Jumpfruit. It costs 80,000 for the main building. And once placed, you can do maize oil as well on here. So you can do your sunflower, olive oil and canola oil, but you can also do maize oil from it. I have got it running at the moment. It's got a 200,000 litre capacity for each of the things you put in here. I haven't put 200,000 in, I've definitely put less in than that. But if you look at the actual cycles per month, each of the recipes is a 2 to 1. So you get half as much oil out as whatever you put in. But the cycles per month, 17,040, 17,040, 12,000 and 17,040. So it's added the the maize oil, so you put your corn in there as well, and off you go. I am going to speed up time just a second because I wanted to get some pallets, because it does say, as well as the increased running speeds and the fact that you can put maize oil in here now, apparently the pallets have been adjusted to look more fancy. There we go, look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Jumpies, there you go, because it's Jumpfruit, so Jumpies maize oil. That's really cool, that. So there we go. Natural oils. This you'll find under productions. As I said, 80,000. Slot count will come down from whatever it was 17. No, not 17, 13 down to 1. Then if we look under sell points, out on the end, no, not on the end, third one in, there we go, extended selling station for the oil plant mod. It's only 1,000, slot count comes down to 1, so then when you're ready to sell those, you can put them across. We'll just double check the prices. Let's go down to, where are our oils? Right, sunflower oil, extended selling station. Yeah, it's about average. It's not above any of the other prices. It's about right. And then we should have down here the maize oil. Oh, actually, maize oil is pretty good. That's worth a bit more. Worth looking into doing the maize oils. There we go. Extended oil plant by Jumpfruit. Next, we've got the wooden doghouse. That's just here. Let's fill up his bowl. He should come back. He's about somewhere. He was. Oh well, he is around somewhere. He's been batting around the whole time I've been setting this up. This is my list is ridiculous. So 0.73 megabytes download, 8 slots and 1,000 to buy by Happy Mole under build mode. I don't know where the dog's gone. Under animals, out in the end. There we go. You can only place one doghouse. It's nicely detailed, nicely weathered. Wooden doghouse. Lovely. Moving on from there, we have got the double rod mat fence pack by Agrar modding OST 2.6. Oh, here he is. Look. Don't know where it was. 2.69 megabytes download. 1 slot each for each component. We've got a gate, a fence section. We've got gates 1, 2, and 3. This one is a sliding gate. This one opens that way, and this one is a pedestrian gate. I've fixed them all together with fencing. Like I say, 1 slot each. These you'll find under build mode, under decoration, under fencing. The gates and fencing work just the same as any others. As far as the fencing panels go, put your post, drag it to whatever length you want, and then if you want to put your fences, I know that's overlapped to that one, I just wanted to show it. So there you go, fence, gate. So it's 1,000 for fence section, but then the longer the fence section, the more it costs you. That sliding gate 7,500, double gate's 800, and the pedestrian gate is 500. Very nice indeed. Moving on. We've got these. This is Security Houses by MechMods. 1.29 megabytes download, 14 slots each, only 225 to buy. You can't go inside them. There's a left hand and a right hand one. It does say in the description that the details inside change over the course of the day. Lighting is automatic. It says the lights turn on and off automatically depending on the time of day. The interior also changes depending on the time of day. But yeah, if you just want a security building next to a fence or a gateway or an entranceway to a facility or something like that. Don't know if the screens change, but apparently they do change. Also under build mode, under decoration, under others. I think it was others. Where are we? There we go. 225 each for the security houses. That's by MechMods. Moving on from there, we've got, oh yeah, this. This has got me really confused. This is the High Rack Warehouse. This is by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. 8.06 megabytes download, 8 slots on console and 100,000 to buy. You find it under build mode and sheds. So that one there, High Rack Warehouse. Now this says in the description that this holds 1,000 pallets. And the warehouse is in 23 different colours. Now I haven't managed to... Ah, there we go. When you go to place it, if you have the window open, top left help menu, you can change the colour when you go to place it. Once placed, you can't, because I just clicked on it. If I do select R3, it doesn't give me an option to change the colour. So when you place it, you would have the option to change the colour. But here's the thing. I thought, let's open the gate, that you'd bring a pallet in and these sections here, it would store them like a storage warehouse, but it's not. The racking will hold 1,000 pallets, but that's way beyond the pallet capacity on console. So whatever you can get on your pallets capacity-wise, what did we end up with in the end? It was different for each console, wasn't it? There's enough racking and space here for all of your pallets if you want. Like I say, it hasn't transpired that it's an auto storing or anything like that. There's no icons, there's nothing that says it is. But we do have over here turn off outdoor lighting and turn off shed lights. So it does have lighting inside and out, should you wish. So there we go. It's a big old building. The High Rack Warehouse by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. While I'm here, I thought we'd have a look at this. This is the Jungheinrich ETV216i by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. This is a little bit different to the standard in-game one. The standard in-game one there, 39,504 slots. This is 39,500 but 7 slots, which will come down to 1. 2.11 megabytes to download. Options on this one, we've got warning system. You can have none, you can have a beacon light, you can have a blue spot, a red spot, or back off again. Work lights, yes or no, and then main colour choice, anything on that palette. So there's a whole load to choose from for the bottom section to spice it up a little bit. Now, if we hop in, we have got control group forklift, and we can do our up down. Let's start the engine. We've got our up down, we've got our in and out for our forks. Under R1, we've got the forks that way like that. Then under L1, R1, we can tilt our forks that way, but we can also move them side to side. So if you're not quite lined up, you can adjust your forks side to side a little bit, which is quite handy. But here's the other thing. If we go to driver, so control group by pressing triangle, player, and then do up and down, L1 and up and down, look. You can completely recline. I suppose if you're looking up at shelving, I'm not quite sure. You just want to take it easy. You just want to relax a little bit. Just chill out while you're working. Why not? So, yeah, it's a peculiar one. The only reason I put it here was because I bought a pallet over to check. And I thought, well, while I'm here, we might as well see. But like I say, I haven't had anything that gives me any option for this storage unit to do anything else. It just, yeah. It has me a little bit baffled. But anyway. Beacon I went for. There's a little strobe on the top there. Then we've got the work lights on the front as well. Very cool. Let's hop out. The Jungheinrich ETV216i. Next we have got... What have we got next? Oh, the Hall right next to us. This is the Hall by LS Design. 3.53 megabytes download, 5 slots on console and 60 grand to buy. You'll find it under build mode and sheds. The sliding door opens on the side. There's no lighting inside it. Nicely detailed though. Looks very good. Windows opens at the top that end. These ones open independently, so they are 2 separate doors rather than one sliding one. Nice bit of space in that. That's the Hall by LS Design. 60 grand to buy under build mode and sheds. Next we have got the Sheep Small Barn. That's right, by Maca. This is 6.97 megabytes download, 15 slots on console. 5,000 to buy, I think it is. This will hold 30 sheep, so for 5,000, I'd say the next ones I'm going to show you, this does require water. The gates do open, or the doors do open if you want to open them. Your dialogue box is here, and your feed trigger for putting your feed in for the animals is, I mean, I got it to work without opening the doors, but if you want to actually be more immersive and go in and do it at the trough, you can. But the trigger is just here. Again, nicely made, nicely detailed. A kind of cobbled together pen. Under build mode. Animals and sheep. It's the small sheep barn. Yeah, 5 grand. 5,000 for 30 sheep. That's pretty cool. You can feed them your grass or hay, but they definitely need water. Lovely. Sheep Small Barn by Maca. Next, we've got the Wooden Pastures Pack. And we've got all of those. This Wooden Pastures Pack is by Happy Mole. 7.23 megabytes download. The cow pasture will hold 15. It's 10 slots. Each one of these is 6,500, so again, really cheap. But they are pastures, they will require water. There's nowhere for bedding, so you won't get manure from these, but you will get whatever products. The milk point on this one is on the end. Your feed trigger is there, water trigger is there, dialogue box is there. I don't think the gate opens on this one, but that will hold 15. Next one over is horses. This will only hold 2 horses. It's 11 slots, 6,500. Dialogue box is just inside. If you open the gate, your water trough trigger is just there. Your feed trigger for your oats and your hay is just inside there. We come across, we've got our pigs. This will hold 30 pigs, 8 slots, also 6,500. Trigger's just inside. We can open the gate. Trigger's just inside there for our pigs. Water trough, feed trough. Again, no bedding. It is a pasture, but you can put them in there quite happily. Then in the end, we've got sheep. This will hold 18 sheep, 10 slots, 6,500 again. Gate opens, dialogue box is there, water trigger and feed trigger, and your wool pallets will spawn to the side, so you will still get your wool. I think for the prices of these and the previous mod, absolutely fantastic. These you'll also find under build mode and animals. The cow one out of the end there, 6,500. All the slot counts come down to 1. The horses on the end, pigs also on the end, and sheep right on the end, 6,500 for each of those. Absolutely fantastic. Love that a lot. The Wooden Pastures Pack by Happy Mole. Sorry if I appear to be rattling through. I've got a lot to get done. Next, I'm just going to go and grab a tractor, and I will be with you momentarily. We have got these next. This is the Mark II Conveyor Pack by Godasaurusrex. 0.03 megabytes download. 3 slots, 6 slots, 6 slots. These are the same as the they look the same as the standard in-game conveyors. Now I haven't tried these yet, so I'm hoping this is going to work. That should pick up conveyor, your S710. That's right, isn't it? S710. Pretty sure it is. Then we've got the TC816 extendable, and then we've got the SL8022 that's also extendable, lifts up. This one swings, and it's the same as the standard in-game ones, all the operations. However, that's where the similarities end, because these they allow for collection while the engine is off. They have a double collection speed and triple the movement speed. So they will pick up twice the speed that the regular ones do. The transfer speed is 2 times, but it says triple the movement speed as well. It says the S710, the pickup conveyor, should collect bulk material anytime it's attached to another conveyor. It should keep working even if you leave your farm, or if you don't interact for long periods of time, or even if you save and quit. So if you save your game and come out, when you come back on, it should still carry on. You haven't got to start it up again, apparently. Now, I haven't set these to do anything yet. They're all turned off. What I'm going to do is just unload some here, some of the seed we got. Okay, so that's not doing anything yet. I suppose when it's hooked up, let's see if we can hook it to the next one. That one's, these, like I say, they all move exactly the same way. So attach that. Ah, there we go. So it has to be attached for that to work. That's interesting. This one will attach as well. Let's attach that. Now we're working. Oh, blimey. That went like a rocket. The middle conveyor belt wasn't turned on. So before you set them off to run, or if you're going to attach them together, that's all gone. Just make sure they're all switched on. The engine wasn't on this one, but that's what's got me puzzled, because it says allows for collection while engine is off. But with the engine off on this one, it was picking up on that one, but wasn't transferring it. This wouldn't transfer to that one. So, but I mean, even if you have to nurse them a little bit, with that sort of transfer speed, it really doesn't matter. That's a bit crazy, isn't it? Let's try that again. I'll evaporate. And look at the speed that's going. Cool. You'll find them under belt systems. 12 grand, 32 grand, 58 grand. Options, we can change the main colour on each one to anything on that palette. And those are your options. I'm not showing you how the conveyor belts operate, because they're the same as any other. Is that all gone already? That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Anyway, how much have we got in there? 13,365. That transferred really quickly. So if you're doing silage transfer or that kind of thing, I used to use belt systems like this a lot when I was doing silage work from a bunker into a sell point. That's rapid. Absolutely rapid. Anyway, there you go. We got there in the end. That's the Mark II conveyor pack by Godasaurusrex. Next, we got mobile wood storage. I didn't bring any logs over for this, but these need to be used in pairs, one either side. Look like bookends. Think of it like bookends. This is 1.27 megabytes download, 2 slots on console, and this is by HR, Forst and Fahrzeugbau. You'll find these under forestry, actually. I did have a bit of a look around first of all. There they are on the end. Mobile wood storage, 2,500 each. We can have standard or with a concrete base. If you go with standard, we can change the design colour of the concrete base to any colour you want. Main colour, also anything on that palette. I went for concrete bases, but you don't have to. Now these are designed to be picked up with a crane, so a forwarder crane, like a grab, something like that. I went for the trusty bag handler. It works. They're heavy, don't get me wrong, which they need to be. Now obviously, only having 2 together like that, your logs may have a tendency to twist in there, and obviously you can put them up as far apart as you want. So if I was going to do a stack of 1 metre logs, for example, I would sort of pile them up in between those 2, and then sort of gradually pile them up. If I was doing longer logs, I might have 2 here, and then 2 here, a bit further out, and then pile up between. I could stick another one this side, and I could have a pile of, you can really mix and match that. So you can decide, you might want to have 8 metre logs in between this one and another one there, 6s between this one and another one. You might have another one over here, and I think it's a brilliant idea actually. Once lifted, whether you do it with a crane or if you do it with this, these will go onto a trailer. They will strap down. So for transport you can do that for your logging operations. So for storage of your logs, I know sometimes I've done it where I've cut down a tree and left the tree stump quite long and stacked logs between tree stumps. You can do it like that, but this is a mobile solution to that problem. Very handy indeed. The mobile wood storage by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. Next we've got this. This is an interesting one. Having been on a tractor rally in the UK with the Womble Ways, had a fantastic time. This is the hay wagon with seats by Dominick. It is 3.95 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. Now this is designed to work as well with the Kubota pack. If you've got the Kubota pack with the ability to take passengers with you. So custom hay wagon with seats for parades to transport your friends. One player can drive it and 7 more can go if you've got the Kubota DLC. If you go up the ramp, enter, there you go, look. Chilled out and happy, ready for parades or, like I say, tractor rallies. You can go along with it. We can fold the trailer, which puts the ladder away, and then you hook a tractor up to it and off you go. So you can drive the tractor and have, well, if you've got a tractor with the seats, you can have friends in the tractor, friends in the back. So if you're doing multiplayer and you want to transport people around, it's a very clever idea. This you'll find, where was this? It was miscellaneous. Under miscellaneous, there we go. The hay wagon with seats, only £5 to buy. We can have narrow tyres, standard, rear twins, based on sort of a lorry chassis, I guess. Tracks, that's an interesting one. Back to narrow tyres again. Main colour does the framework. So let's go with, I don't know, let's go with orange, for example. Deck, you can have metallic colours, or if you go up to the top here, we can have different woods. There's hickory, red oak, pine, and maple. So you can do the floorboards in that. And then we got the seats. At the moment, I think they're in just brown, but let's go with hickory, for example. Hickory and maple for your wood and seating. Rim colour, anything on that pallet. It's on chrome at the moment, but there's stainless steels and anything on that pallet. And there's license plate option 2. Very cool idea. Like that. I don't say that a lot, but I do. Hay wagon with seats by Dominick. Next, we've got this. Oh, I really have got to speed up. This is the Lizard THBG3 by David.Mtnz. AM modding, 11.46 megabytes download, 9 slots on console with a 27,000 litre capacity. It's a pull-along trailer, swivel axle, like a sort of dump trailer really. There's no capacity change, no colour change options on this. Actually, I don't even know if there's any other options for tyres or anything. Under trailers, design, oh, it's just boxes. So you've got round the other side. We've got no, we've got a box, a water tank, box and water tank are off. Those are the only options on there. It does have grain door and regular unload. Like I say, swivel axle. Now for some reason I'm getting that front wheel is dipping into the ground a little bit. Unload. Nice smooth animation. Lighting and indicators, as you can see. Very nice. The Lizard THBG3 by David.Mtnz. AM modding. Next we've got the Lizard Hopper Trailer Pack. This is by Nasif AJ3D. 10.64 megabytes download. The front section is 7 slots. The rear section is 6 slots. Put my teeth back in. Each one of these is 37,500 litres, I think. I'm sure it was 37,500 it said. But they're split. This one is a direct middle split with hoppers front and rear front loading. So you can split, which I've done. I've got crop in that one, different crop in that one. This one is split, but it's a much larger one here and a small one at the back, which we'll see in a moment. Again, double hopper. So I've got 4 different crop types in that. But what I have also checked, I'm going to show in a moment, is something else you can do with it. This you'll find also under trailers. So the front section, 68 grand. The rear section, 68 grand. 37,600, 37,500. So options on this, we've got design standard, side guards, spare wheel yes or no on the front section. Main colour changes the main colour, like that. Chassis colour is the chassis and the rear section. Cover colour, anything on that palette for the cover. Design colour does this back section and the rear sort of mudguard attacher. Again, anything on that palette, let's go for green for example. And then we've got license plate option on there too. Options on the other one are exactly the same, all exactly the same for that. So what I've done, like I say, if we jump in, you'll see now, bottom right, if I open the cover on the first one, I'm split half, 18,750 front, 18,750 rear. The rear trailer, open that cover, we're split a bit differently, 30,000 in the front compartment and 7,500 in the rear. So it's an interesting split on the divide on those two. And you can run them independently, you don't have to buy them together, but what you can do, some of the ones we've had like A, B trains and all the various different ones we've had, don't always allow for this. So what I did was grabbed another front section to see if we can daisy chain these together. And the good news is you can. So if you wanted to run 3 or 4 front sections, as long as you've got enough horsepower of course, front sections and then stick just a rear section on the very back. So there we go. We can hook these all together and off we go. That's pretty cool. You could run a massive, you think a big American map or like Australia, I think it would work well on an Australia map. As far as I know there is one coming soon. And then we want to swap for dump. If I go back to the, well I think we're still on it, aren't we? Yeah, tip side front, if we unload now, does the front section. Like that. And then we change it to tip side back, we'll do the second hopper. And then we just switch it between trailers and then between front and rears on each one for your bottom dump hoppers. Very cool. The Lizard Hopper Trailer Pack by Nasif and AJ3D. Next we've got the Tanker Trailer, which is all over here now. The Tanker Trailer IMT525. This is by IBM Modding Team. It is 9.89 megabytes download, 6 slots on console. You can have it at 40,000 litres or 100,000 litres. This you'll find, I think it was under miscellaneous. Please tell me it was under miscellaneous. There we go. Tanker Trailer IMT525. 52 grand for the base model. It will take all liquids. You can have warnings, nothing, and it scrolls through a whole load of warning signs. We can have, I think it puts some front and rear as well. No toxic, flammable, dangerous substances, flammable solids, spontaneously combustible, dangerous when wet, and back to nothing again. We can have left and right boxes. It comes standard with left side box, right side box, or none. You can have only mudguard with mud flap, or no mudguards. I think that was it. Yeah. Then we've got back ladder, left ladder, right ladder, left and right ladder, all ladders. Front pipes, so you've got pipes on the side there going out to the front. Side pipes, back pipe, front and sides, back and sides, or nothing. I think I went back and sides. Reflective strip on or off, you don't have to have that on the sides if you don't want to. Then we've got back mud flap 2, or nothing. Capacity 40,000 litres or 100,000 litres. Doesn't change the price at all for doing that. Wheel setup, we've got 2-axle Continental, 2 separate Continental, 3-axle and Continental, back to 2-axle. Main colour, we've got chrome or stainless steel. Design colour, chrome or stainless steel. License plate option on there too. The top doesn't open or anything like that. When you need to fill it, you just fill it. 40,000 litres or 100,000 litres for the Tanker Trailer IMT525 by IBM Modding Team. Moving on from there, we have this. This is the Lizard SA2074 by Ostry and Slyclif. 3.01 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, 2 meters wide. This is a potato planter. You'll find it under Potato Technology. Out on the end, 1,100, 15 horsepower required. You can have it grey, white or red. Capacity 240 litres, 300 litres or 370 litres. Start it up. Drop it down. Why is that not working? because I haven't unfolded the planter. Unfold planter first. There we go. Now drop it down, and there we go. So for small farm work, that's really cool actually. Potatoes dropping out the bottom section. Nice animation. Lights on it? No, just reflectors I think. There you go. For small farm work, bit of potato planting. Very handy indeed. The Lizard SA2074 by Ostry and Slyclif. Next, we have this, and this is exciting. I liked the Cressoni headers in FS19. This unfolds a little bit differently, I'm not going to lie, it's pretty cool. This is the Crisoni Compact 10 by SMI Modding Team. 13.3 megabytes download, 11 slots on console, 7.8 meters wide. It's a corn header, as you can probably tell by the snouts on the front there. You'll find it under corn headers. It's 80,000 to buy. Slot count will come down to 1. Now you can have it with various different attachers. New Holland, John Deere, Class, Case, Fendt, back again. And then we can change the colour to match whichever one you've gone for. There's a Russell masher on there, the ideal as well. I think I went for Class, but yeah, you can mix and match how you want to go about that. Hooking up to your harvesters. Let's start the harvester up and watch this unfold. The other one, the old one, used to fold out. It's a very strange unfold. This is different. You'll see what I mean. It's a bit slow, but it's very cool. There we go. And then it's ready to go. That's fantastic. Something a bit different for your folding and unfolding. And there you go. Corn header. I'm not going to stand here and watch while we fold it back up again, because it will take a little bit of time. But it's very cool. The detail that's gone into that. The animation, everything, spot on. Very cool. That's the Crisoni Compact 10 by SMI Modding Team. Next, we have these. This is the Lizard PCP 6000 Sugarcane Planter by SrVertex and ZT Modding. 16.07 megabytes download, and these are 12 slots each. Now we've got an automatic, and we've got a manual with a little cab in there as well. Yeah, it's a bit different. This is 24,000 litre capacity for your sugarcane seed. There is an option for an unreal planting width as well on this, which is something a bit different. If we go down to our sugarcane technology and scroll across, so got what's the standard, the manual, and then we got the automated. So if we have a look at it first here, I think the option is the same on the other one, but you just don't have the cab. So you can have additional fertiliser tanks, 400 litre, 600 litre, or no. So it puts tanks all the way around. We've got the option of Trelleborg or BKTs. And the Trelleborg, we've got standard 2, 3, 4, back again. BKT, standard 2. We've got round headlights or square headlights on the top of the cab on the front there, which you won't have on the other one. Cabin seat arm supports, yes or no. Again, you won't have on the other one because it doesn't have it. Glass colour, standard or tinted. You've got original 3 metre, unrealistic 6, 8 or 11 metre planting. Rear lights, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that palette. Rim colour, we've got a silver metallic 2, and then anything else on the rest of that palette. License plate option on there as well. Now if we go over to the automated, same options, there's just all the ones that for the cab are missing. We can still do 3, 6, 8 or 11 metres. Rear lights, main colour, wheel setup, all the rest of it is exactly the same. Now the difference between the two is with the automated, when you load it up, these two sections at the back, as it begins to go, it unfolds, or you can unfold it manually. As it starts to unload and it uses that sugarcane, these two sections will gradually move forward to basically occupy the space. It keeps pushing the sugarcane up to the front section there for planting. That's what the automation does on that. But 24,000 litre capacity, that's absolutely bonkers. The difference between that and the other one is that you can manually do those things. There's a bit more you can do with it. If we go into the cab, and this one I've got set for 11, I think, so I'm just curious to see what it'd be like. If we go into the cab here, we change camera angle to that one, we can adjust. Oh, hang on. I need to start the engine on the tractor. Oh, can do it from in cab. Well, that was pretty cool. So if I hire a worker now, right, so the worker's driving the tractor, I'm in the back. So I'm controlling the planter when I've got it like this. There we go. Off he goes. No, it's not doing it now. That's interesting. That's gone now. Ah, so you have got the ability to manually adjust those. So whereas on the other one it will do it automatically, we can adjust these forward as it starts to empty. Under L1 we can adjust that one forwards and backwards. We got door on here as well. Which one's the door? There we go, door. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the window behind me. So we can do door, window. We can adjust those whole panels separately, and then if we fold it, puts the panels down. So yeah, it's a little bit different. But the weird thing is, once the worker's hired, we've got this camera angle, that camera angle. That's pretty cool. Let's hire a worker again. Yeah, once the worker's hired, it doesn't then give you the option to adjust anything. But it is pretty cool to be at a different viewpoint while you're, I mean, technically, yeah, someone else is driving the tractor. That's pretty bad, isn't it? There we go. 11 metre planting width. If you want. I know it looks, it's not really, of course it's not, but those are the options on that. Let's get out of there. No, stop. That's the Lizard PCP 6000 sugarcane planter by SrVertex and ZT Modding. Next, we've got this. This is the case 821G by Fred Zaza and BTFTP. 35.84 megabytes download, 17 slots on console. This is a case wheel loader. We do have 4 implements for it. We've got a 3,600 litre bucket. We've got pallet forks. We've got a log fork with a tension strap. Oh, lovely. And then we've got a high dump bucket at 3,500 litres. And obviously then there's the wheel loader itself, which isn't actually too expensive. If we go to our vehicles, go to wheel loaders, 175 grand. That's pretty good. Puts it between those two with 234 horsepower, which is pretty impressive actually. So we can have it without beacon light. Beacon lights, then it goes to a whole load here. Goes through 10 different beacon light options, and then switches to a single beacon at the back there, then goes through another 10 options on those until we get to 20, then back off again. So it depends. I went for the clear strobe double, I think. Can have company colours with case. Now we've got a whole ton here. I'm not going to read them all out, but we'll kind of flick through. It changes stripe width, stripe colours, stripes and hubs. All different options. There we go, clear with nothing, back to case again. You can have without mudguards, small mudguards, full mudguards. You can have Michelin XHA2s, XLDD2s, XLDDs, X-Mine D2s, and then back again. Main colour, anything on that palette does the main colour like that. Design colour does the chassis section underneath and the, well, yeah, the chassis section and the front pistons, that kind of stuff. Rim colour is, as you might imagine, the rim colour. License plate option on there as well. If we then go from there to our tools, we go to our wheel loaders. So the 3,600 litre bucket, what were these? They were, it was 2 slots, 1 slot, 2 slots, 2 slots. So 3,000, hang on, 3,600 litres. We can have a blade or teeth, and we can change the main colour to anything on that pallet to mix and match with the actual vehicle itself. Pallet fork, 2,500 to buy. Log fork, 5,500 to buy. Again, both those main colour options. And then the high dump bucket, 3,500 litres with the colour option on that as well. I mean, that's a bucket. That's fairly straightforward. Pallet forks go open and the actual pallet forks widen and narrow, and then having the strap on there, that's pretty cool. High dump bucket, start it up, strobes at the top, lights, horn, we've got open cover. Well, that one did the window, so L1 and X has the window, open cover does the door, cup. That's pretty cool. When we get to the top, the high dump function. This got tension straps as well. I didn't know that bit. I'm glad I checked that. And I'm going to check the front one, the other one now as well. I'm going to check the pallet forks as well. If these have all got tension straps, that's a bit cool. Yep. Tension strap on the middle of that one. I like this one. Price, look, and attachments. Oh, tension straps on that as well. Oh, happy days. That's fantastic. Even better than I thought. The Case 821G by Fred Zaza BTFTP. Next, we've got this. This is the Swather pack by BC Bueller. This is something a bit different as well. 19.74 megabytes download. 6 slots on console for the main machine. This is your Swather. It comes in 4 different manufacturer types. We've then got 2 headers. We've got a 4.9 metre, which is over there somewhere. We'll have a look at that in just a second. Which will do hay. Or we've got the 9.2 metre one here, which will do your grass cutting. Now, it's got a weird thing in it, and this could be PC related. It does say, things to note, Swathable Canola is not a base game feature. It will be coming on the upcoming Edgewater map. I don't know if we're going to get that on console. Possibly not. Hired worker currently cannot be hired for swathing fields, only grass. So this is at the moment only for grass work, but that's pretty impressive. The vehicle itself we'll find under mowers. It wasn't the mowers. There you go. There's your Swather. 100,000 to buy. 190 horsepower. We can have Case, Challenger, Heston, Massey Ferguson, back to Case. We've got Wheel Brand, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Nokian, Lizard. Under Michelin, we've got a Standard and a Standard 2. I think I went for the Standard 2. All the others is just the option that was there. There's no other tyre choices within those. Then we've got a license plate option on there as well. Then we come to, I think it's mowers under tools as well. There we go. So the Razor Bar 16 Twin Max Conditioner, that will do hay. It's got a tedder unit in it, which can actually be dropped. So you can just do grass with that if you want to. I'll show you that in a minute. 140 horsepower required, but it only goes with this machine. And then we've got the Agco 5200 30 foot. 24,500, 25,000. That one, we've got the option to, again, to go through the different companies to mix and match. It will just go with an Agco header. Same with that one, we've got Agco Case, Massey Ferguson, Challenger, Heston. Then you've got a decal on the side, standard, or you can have the decal that says 5200 on it if you wish. Those are your options. Now, what also comes with, I forgot to say, if we go to low loaders and out to the end there, we've got the Elmer's ST36 Swather Transport. This is bonkers. Now, I'm not quite sure about my thumbnail at the moment. It may be on the thumbnail. £2,000, no options within it. So here's the thing. We go into that. Unfold low loader does that, which is interesting. If we take out, oh, this is nuts. Start this up. If I drive this, line my wheels up as best I can, go onto the trailer like that, go forward just a little bit, okay, turn the engine off. and then put my straps on and then fold it up, it transports the whole thing. How crazy is that? That's absolutely mad, but incredibly cool as well. Look at that. Anyway, we'll unfold that. Let's undo the tension straps. Let's get back on with what this should be doing. That's some crazy stuff. So this will mow and swath out to, what I say it was, 9.2 metres. Let's turn it on, drop it down. We can adjust the head. We've got some real adjustment up and down. Well, as far as I know, this isn't a forage header. It only does grass. It's not a crop header. But that's pretty cool. 9.2 metres, swathing as we go. Absolutely wondrous. Now, what I'm worried about? No, you can't do regular crops, can it? Because it can't pick anything up, can it? I want to double check this. It specifically said swathable canola is not a base game thing. Will this just... No, surely not. It will. I mean, the only downside with doing that is you're going to lose your whole wheat crop because you're not getting your actual crop from it. But it will swath. That's mad. Okay, that was worth trying. Interesting development. Okay, so we're going to switch over to the other head then. Turn it off, drop it down. So the other head has two components to it. If we leave it just as it is, at 4.9 metres, this will do a swath, but it will do hay as well. So let's turn it on, drop it down, off we go. We're mowing and we're creating hay as we go. It's got a conditioning unit inside which does that. If we turn that off, raise it up. If we now go to... lower the implement first. Right. If I lower the implement, now press detach. Right. Go to the front, press detach. Right. Now we drive forward and you'll see that box gets left behind. That's the conditioning unit. So you have to lower the header, then switch to the front section, which is that, and that's the conditioning unit. So what it should do now, if I turn it on, it should just mow. It won't create... There you go. So now we're just getting grass swap. So it comes with the separate section there. That'll be that. Let's go back over that. That should give me the option to connect it back up. Right, so let's try that one more time. So with it connected, it will do hay. And you want to disconnect it and drop that out. I need to do that, put it on the implement, lower it down, then switch to the front implement and detach. There we go, that's better. So that's how that works. Hook it back up. And we're back to doing hay again. So that's pretty good. Like that as an option. Very cool indeed. This will go up to 18 miles an hour. So, 15 minutes mowing. I was just trying to try the double click to see if it go faster. But I mean, to be fair, the fact it does that as well anyway, and that header trailer, that's wow, absolutely crazy stuff. Anyway, that's the Swather Pack by BC Bueller, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. And it's this. This actually made me laugh. I'm sorry. This is by Eduardo Siviero. 14.27 megabytes download, 16 slots on console. It's a slurry spreader, 10 metre spread width, 15,000 litre tank. Now, it does say in the description it's an MAN, but the MAN wasn't written in capitals. So it says man manure tank. So I thought, is it just like human manure then? That's man manure, not... I know, it's silly. But anyway. It's a muck spreader. You'll find it under slurry tanks. No. Slurry tanks under vehicles. There we go. So it's 100,000 to buy. Does how much slots? Yeah, 16 slots. Main colour does the main vehicle colour. Design colour does the tank colour. Rim colour does the rim colour. There's no other choices within that. 15,000 litres, 10 metres wide. Let's start it up. Horn, lights. You can put double application rate on as well. Let's start it up. 10 metre spread width. If I activate normal application rate, it will go a bit faster. Obviously it's not using as much and it's only putting one fertilising state down. So we have got a on-field lorry slurry spreader, the MAN manure pack by Eduardo Siviero. Don't think I've got any doors and windows open on this. Interior, nice and tidy. Mirrors doing their thing. And there we go. That was a lot to get through. I hope I haven't missed anything. Apologies if I have. Now, there are 3 maps out today. We've got a Piramberas map by Carlos JC Eclipse Team. Carlos JC Eclipse and Team IWMM. Now that's come out as an update for console release. We've got Bakuri Farm 2K22 by Lost Gamer, and we've got Griffin Indiana by AJ Farmer. I honestly don't know when I'm going to be able to get onto those map tours. I will try my best, but I'm not sure when that's going to happen. But anyway, that's it for the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.